Hello Panda Warriors and welcome back to the channel. So this is my kickoff to my 7 days of Christmas. Dottie's over here. She's saying hi to me. But this is my kickoff to my 7 days of Christmas. It is a video every other day leading up to Christmas and the holiday season. So today we're going to be doing my Let's Talk About It or Let's Chat About It series. I just kind of want to talk about like holidays, traditions, things like that, just kind of all things festive that kind of come to my mind. And as I'm doing this, I will be filling out my Patreon's Christmas cards as well, and kind of putting together the ornaments that I have when it comes to my Patreons as well. So my Patreon ornaments that will be sent out as well. So I'm going to take a second just to get all the plasticky things off of my things, and I will be there in a second and we'll start chatting. So while of course there is a lot of holidays that I do love very, very much, I would say that probably Christmas is maybe my second favorite. I really am into Thanksgiving as well. But I would say that Christmas is probably definitely one of my favorites. And one of the parts that I really, really love about Christmas is just kind of like all the festive feelings. You know, there is not very many holidays that I would say that the build up, I guess, to it is as great as Christmas's build up. You know what I mean? Not very often. I mean, sure, maybe for certain things like Halloween, you know, you kind of get in the spooky feeling, you got in the spooky mindset. But for the most part, you don't really get like ready for holidays the same way you get ready for Christmas and maybe Halloween as well in some aspects. And so I think that kind of leads to those kind of festive and holiday feelings. And I think Thanksgiving really also sets Christmas up really well, in my opinion, just because it's so close to it. And it kind of like gives that festive feeling and kind of starts to create that festive like time of year. And it's anytime between Christmas, or Thanksgiving and Christmas, it just kind of like really starts to feel really festive and fun. So like I said, I am filling out my Christmas cards for my Patreons today, and I'm also doing my ornaments that's coming home with my tier 2 and tier 3 Patreons. If you're tier 2 and tier 3 Patreon, you have not messaged me back already and you have interest, please make sure you let me know. So in my pictures kind of go a little bit along with what my my story is for my tier 2 and tier 3 Patreon. So maybe you'll kind of get it a little bit, maybe, if you are a tier 2 and tier 3 Patreon after you've heard the story. But what I've done for Christmas ornaments this year, and some of them are better than others, but I need you to know that they're all hand pressed. You know, they're all real footprints. So what I have Hamper and Dottie. What I did is I got like a little ink pad here. Hold on, I got like a little ink paddy thing. Some of them worked better than others, but I made these like little candy canes, or I put these together, these like little candy canes that look like hearts, and then you can kind of see I like press their paw. Some of them are better than others, but you know, they are what they are. So this is Hamper's sheet. It's kind of hard to see, but you can see them in like person, but it's kind of hard to see them right now. But they each have like little Hamper paw prints on them that I pressed for her. And then one for Dottie as well. Hers is, of course, a little bit bigger. And then I have one right here in the corner that has both of their paw prints, actually. And that one will be meant for my King of the Pandas Patreon. He will get one with both of their paw prints on. So everyone else will get one where it's like one or the other kind of thing. Either they'll get Dottie or Hamper. And if you're a Patreon, you're wondering which one am I going to get, I'll be writing on the back, you know, Merry Christmas from, and then I'll say Amanda and either Dottie or Amanda and Hamper, or for my King of the Panda, it'll be Amanda and Dottie and Hamper, or yes. If you are not a Patreon, but you would still like a Christmas card, you can try messaging me somewhere, and I might be able to, but I only have a certain number of cards, and of course they go to the Patreons first, so we can work something out, I suppose. I know I have a couple of people who aren't Patreons, but they sometimes still want Christmas cards. And usually I think I charge like $5 or $10 just to get for the Christmas card. So if that's something you're interested in, feel free to let me know down in the comment section down below. All right, so if you see me looking this way, it's because I'm looking at my screen and I'm filling out my Christmas cards as I go along. But when it comes to, like I said, when it comes to holidays, would you just wait, baby? You want to go with Daddy? So when it comes to Christmas, I would say that, like I said, it's probably my second favorite holiday. I really do enjoy Christmas a lot. I feel like though, and I'm sure that maybe you guys would agree, that the feelings, like how Christmas feels, is different now than it felt before. Um, I have always really enjoyed receiving gifts. That's just something that I really, when people take time, they take intention, they take thought, and they pick you out something. And I'm not a materialistic person. I don't want that to come across like that. But I really, especially when I was younger, I really liked getting gifts. Just kind of the thought that someone had like picked something out specifically for me. They had me in mind. They had intention behind it. It was meant for me. That really meant a lot to me as a kid, and I feel like I got a lot of good gifts as a child. My family was always very, very good about, knowing the types of things that I liked and not getting, I don't know, things that I wouldn't like. So, yeah, I would say that definitely as a child, I really enjoyed getting gifts. But it seems, don't get me wrong, I love the gifts that I get as an adult, but I find a lot of joy giving gifts. I would say, I know there's like love languages and like the sense that like the ways you like to be like to feel love. But like if there was like the reverse of that, like I'm not sure if there is. If love experts, let me know. But I would say if there's like a reverse of that, like how do people feel, like how people prefer to give love? I really do enjoy giving gifts, and I think that it could be like one of my primary giving love languages, I guess. I'm not quite sure when it all came about. I guess it kind of just comes when I started getting like the funds to be able to give gifts to like family members and such. But yeah, somewhere along the lines, I really started liking giving gifts. And I'm not quite sure what it was or what kind of made it so special, but just being able to, I feel like I'm a good gift giver too. Sorry, I'm side tangenting a little bit. I feel like I'm a good gift giver because I feel like anyone I think can be a good gift giver. And I know some people are like, no, I'm terrible at giving gifts. I don't think it's that they're bad at giving gifts. I don't think they're very good at listening to whoever it is that they're trying to give a gift to. You know what I mean? Or, I get it. Some people are hard to give gifts for. Like, some people are just hard to figure out what they want. Either they have everything or they never seem to want anything or something like that. But I feel like everyone has the potential of being good at giving gifts. I think just some people maybe don't think it through as much, or they don't, I don't know, they don't want to take the time to. I don't know what it is, and maybe I don't want to make it sound like if you feel like you're bad at gift giving, and I don't want to make it sound like you're doing it intentionally or not listening or anything like that. But that's just kind of my take on it in some aspects. I feel like if you want to be a good gift giver, you can be a good gift giver. You just really need to listen and think about the person that you're giving gifts for. I don't know. I've got a lot of people in my life that kind of, not a lot of people. I've got some people in my life that I think that they're bad they think they're bad gift givers, and I think that they maybe just don't. I start early. I think that's maybe part of it, is I am an early kind of person. I like to get things going as soon as I possibly can. So like pre-Thanksgiving, I'm not a Christmas before Thanksgiving kind of person. Like I like to celebrate Thanksgiving first, but I start thinking about gifts. I start planning. I don't buy them, but I start planning for gifts. I start thinking about what do I want to get this person, usually before Thanksgiving even starts. So I think that giving myself that time, so it's not like, oh, it's the week before Christmas, so what do I get Aunt Sally or whatever it is, I think that's part of it as well, is that I plan ahead. I think about it ahead of time, like well ahead of time. And maybe I think about it ahead of time because I like it so much, and maybe other people don't. But I think that's maybe one of the secrets to my good gift giving success, is just the ability to like think about it ahead of time, give yourself time to talk with the people that's closest to them if you're not very close to them, but you still need to get them a gift, and just kind of think about the types of things that you would enjoy receiving in some aspects. I also feel like in some ways, well, in a lot of ways, that gifts are, I don't know, it's like it's a demonstration of your love, I guess, for them. And maybe this is viewed entirely differently for other people, but in my mind, gifts are something that, you know, if you care about someone, you'll take the time to find a good gift. You know what I mean? You won't give them something meaningless or like, you know, something that anyone would, you know, find use out of and find some joy out of. I don't know. Would love to hear your thoughts on gift giving in the comment section down below. Like I said, I feel like I'm good at gift giving. I feel like I enjoy gift giving a lot, and maybe those two go hand in hand. Maybe I like it because I'm good at it, but who knows? Sorry if you can hear the girls probably racing around. This Christmas is Hamper's first Christmas. We got the Christmas tree recently, so that's very, very exciting. She had seen my parents' Christmas tree because sometimes she hangs out with my family whenever I'm at work. So she had seen my family's Christmas tree, so it wasn't like her first time seeing Christmas tree when we brought ours home, which I kind of forgot about, and I was like, oh, I gotta find a good Christmas tree that'll make Hamper excited. What? You barking at her? Sorry. I was like, I gotta find a good Christmas tree that's gonna make Hamper go, wow, this is Christmas. But she's seen my parents' Christmas trees, and she doesn't really care about the Christmas tree. What they did care about is when I went to work today, they did care about pulling down at least 2 of my ornaments from the tree and ripping them up. They did care about that. They weren't very important ornaments, so that's a good thing, I guess. But it was like, you guys, no, please don't do that. Oh, the door is opening. Hamper's running out. Okay. So right now I am currently working through all of my tier 1 Patreons when it comes to my Christmas cards. Oh, there they go again. Like I said, I'm currently working through all my tier 1 Patreons, getting those addressed, and I don't have stamps. I should make sure I got enough stamps. Oh, there she goes. Daddy, she went that way. Oh, there she goes that way. Never mind. They love chasing each other around the house. It's just so cute. I think one of my also favorite parts about Christmas that a lot of other holidays just don't really get a whole lot is the music. There's not very many other holidays that are like have certain music that's like assigned to it, you know what I mean? That you don't listen. There's no like, I mean, there's love songs, but there's no like Valentine's Day specific songs, and there's no like Easter specific songs or anything like that. So I think one of the other parts I like about Christmas so much in the holiday season and this kind of stuff is just like the holiday music that kind of goes along with it. Because like I said, there's not a whole lot of other holidays that really get their own like music. I guess if you're religious, there's like kind of more like Easter music, you know, that you'll hear in church around a certain time. But other than that, there's a couple Halloween songs. Halloween's got some too, I guess, but for the most part, it's kind of Christmas is kind of dominates the song category, I guess, for specific songs made for the season. So my favorite Christmas songs, and I would love, of course, to hear yours down in the comment section down below. But some of my favorite Christmas songs, Rocking Around the Christmas Tree is one of my favorites. Jingle Bell Rock, Rocking Around the Christmas Tree, Jingle Bell Rock, Baby It's Cold Outside. I really like that one. I don't know, I think those are probably my favorite when it comes to Christmas songs. I would love to hear your favorites, though, down in the comment section down below. There's a couple that, like, you know, you hear a lot, but there's other ones that I know kind of recently I've heard, but, like, I had never heard before. So, yeah, I would love to hear your favorite Christmas song down in the comment section down below. It'd be kind of interesting to hear that. Okay, and then I'm going to do, like, a little 3-hole punch up at the top. And do a little like hanging thing as well. My plan also is to laminate them as well, so that way, sorry, the girls are running back and forth again. My plan is to also laminate them so that they kind of stay nice. Dottie was the hardest, sorry, you can hear them playing. Dottie was the hardest of the two. Shocker, big shocker. Dottie was the hardest of the two when it came to getting her paw prints because she kept on trying to run away. For some reason, she did not want to do the paw print thing, and her paw wasn't inside the ink at all. It was just like pressing on a pad that was like press down on it, and I didn't press very hard or anything like that. So it wasn't like she was like in pain, and that's why she didn't want to. But yeah, Dottie was probably the hardest. So Dottie was, hers are a little bit smudgier maybe than Hamper's, and so I apologize for that. But I think they're really, really cute. I think they turned out adorable. All right, and so like I said, there's one that has 2 of them on it. That is for my my King and my Patreons. The top tier, tier 3, the one John. So John, if you are watching this, which I'm sure you are, but if you are watching this, this bottom one is going to be Dottie's. It is the biggest, and then Hamper's is going to be the one on top. So I try not to overlap the paw prints too much, but I want them to kind of stay within the candy cane shape. So just so you know, those are Dottie's and Hamper's, and respectively, Dottie's on bottom, Hamper's on top. My laminator is heating up. I can fill out a couple more cards. Sorry, you could see them. Don't know if, hold on. Here's the mess. That's just kind of what they're doing, what they do. I guess when they're playing and you're hearing them run around, that's what they're doing. They're jumping on and off my bed. They're just doing their thing. What I really wanted to kind of reflect on was just kind of how things felt different. You know what I mean? How holidays felt different from when when you're younger, and how holidays feel different. They do feel different. I wouldn't say, though, it's a bad kind of different. At least personally for me, I think that it's just different, you know what I mean? I think it's what you make of it. If you sit there dwelling on, oh, the holiday season doesn't feel as magical, Christmas doesn't feel as magical, I think if you sit there and dwell on that, then it's going to be true for you, you know what I mean? But if you are, thinking, I guess, more positively, and you're kind of, it's not going to be the same as it was when I was 6, 7, 8, whatever age you want to put in there. But it's still, I still have the power to make it magical. I still have the power to make it into something that I want it to be. I think that, every holiday, every Christmas has the potential of being just as magical as you remember it being. All right. I just finished up with the Christmas ornaments with the paws. All I need to do then is cut them out and put them inside the envelopes and mail them off. Something really quick to know, especially if you're a Patreon and you're watching, hi, hello, is that when you receive your Christmas card, it will not have a return address on it. I will make a note. I'll be making sure that I message you guys that. I'll be making sure that I message you guys that as well. But my plan is to continue the way I have been doing if I have enough of them, and to do little festive, wintry kinds of enamel stamps. So if you receive an unmarked, unreturned addressed envelope in the mail, it is not from some stranger sending you hair clippings. It is, it's me. I just don't put return addresses on my message, on my email, sent out to you guys just for reasons. So yeah. And again, if you're not a Patreon but you like a Christmas card, feel free to find a way to message me. Let me know. I do have a couple left over that I am willing to part with if we can figure out some sort of arrangement. And it might not make it out to you, of course, before Christmas, but I can give it a try. Amber wants to say hi. Amber wants to say, yeah, Dottie wants to say it too. Come here. You can come over. Come on up. Come on. Come on up. All right. So from Dottie, Hamper, and I, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. To my Patreons, thank you so much for your continued support. I hope you guys enjoyed the Christmas cards. If you are not a Patreon, thank you still for watching. Thank you for helping me make me just a little bit closer to that 1,000 subscribers. I think we're at 730 last I checked. So Tell your friends, tell your neighbors. Would love to make it to 1,000 someday. That would be really super cool. So thank you all so much for watching. Give this video a big thumbs up. Comment section down below. Would love to hear just your festive thoughts in general, whether it be on your favorite music, on how Christmas feels to you compared to when you were younger, on how you feel about your gift giving skills, whatever it is. Would love to hear about it. Hit subscribe if you have not already to be informed when I upload new videos. I will be posting another one 2 days from now, so we're having a little bit of a different schedule moving up to Christmas. Hope you guys enjoy that, and we will see you in the next one. All right, bye.